Hello guys, welcome to the new edition of this particular YouTube channel, Mr. Ade Ayobet Predict. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to make a prediction on corner over point. But this time around, it is not based on pre-match aspect. We all know that predicting games before the match starts can seems to be a very tricky stuff to do, but during the game you can understand the current situation of the game and it will be very easy to predict your game with that. So, based on my research, apart from statistic analysis on some of our predictions, I think there is also consideration of behavioral factors about these particular sport games. For example, I'll be making insights from a particular match from Manchester United previous games with other teams before they had their win against Nottingham Forest. So now, if you look into their last previous games with other teams, for the home team which happens to be the Manchester City, and you went to look into the period whereby they were on a losing streak. There's a particular match here that many people were not even expecting them to even lose. The match against Bournemouth. So this is what you guys just need to look into when you are predicting your corner over point during when the game is still on. So this is how you just need to do it. Whenever the game is already at 80 minutes, when the game is moving towards the end, and you realize that the team that is expected to win the match is losing by one goal difference. For example, if you look at this particular situation very well, you can see that the away team had their first goal of the match at around 82 minutes, and in this particular period, they will be hoping to equalize the game or even try to win the game. So during this particular period, there will be a much lot of pressure, and if you are to look into it, there's something that you need to consider: how you can get the team that is expected to win the game. Naturally there are some strategies that we always use to predict double chance or straight winning. So these are the strategies that you need to consider. I've made a video on how to predict double chance perfectly, but in case you want to look for a fast route to predict who to win the game, you can just look into the odd that the bookmakers are allocating. Whenever you are seeing anything like around 1.5 or 1.4 or 1.3 or 1.2 or 1.10 for a particular team to win, for example, in this particular situation, we are having it that the away team should win this particular match at odd of 1.57 odd, right? So now looking into it, we can see that the away team is currently losing with one goal difference here, and trust me, in this kind of situation they would be trying to equalize the game, thinking that they have the ability to win this particular game. So this particular period happens to be the tension period. This is when the period that they will be pressing more, they will be pressing the underdog more and trying to score again. Now this is what you just need to do. Immediately you realize that the game is already around 80 minutes and the strong team is losing by one goal difference, just go on to the market aspect of the over corner and under corner. In this kind of situation, there is high probability of getting three more corners in that particular game before the game ends. 3 to 2 more corners, but trust me, you'll be getting 2 more corners. Now in this kind of situation, what you just need to do is that you need to look into the corner Asia over, not just the ordinary over. If you are going for the just ordinary over, you will not be getting more than maybe 1.20 or 1.40 odd. But go for, let us assume that, okay, in this kind of situation, let us assume that this particular team around 82 minutes, let me check their commentary, maybe probably we can have the timeline of their corner. So around 82 minutes, when the away team had their first goal, all right. So after this period, so there is, if at all maybe probably the team is okay, let us quickly check the stats. Okay, the total corner that ended up in this particular game happens to be 13, but before it ended up in 13, after this the goal that the away team scored at 82 minutes, I think probably their points would be around 8. Their total corner would be around probably 8 corner then. So after that 82 minutes goal, they added 5 corners to it before the game ended. So now this is what actually happened. There'll be a much lot of pressure from the strong team, to equalize the game. Now immediately after the goal scored by the away team, yeah, by their defender. Alright, so now you can see they add a corner here, okay, so they add another corner here, and they add another one here, they had another one here. So within this particular period of extra time, there's this kind of a high tension that always occur when it comes to scoring goal by the strong team or team that is expected to win the game. This is not the only example that I'm going to cite in this particular video. I'm going to also cite another example from other leagues. So now, in case you guys are watching this video and you are understanding what I'm trying to inform you guys, you can actually do your own back testing to confirm. It is very easy to do a back testing. You just have to go to games that I've played and look into these factors that I'm telling you guys and conclude. So at least you are going to be experiencing 2 more corners whenever we are in current situations like this during the gameplay. So whenever the minute is already at 80 minutes and you are trying to predict over points, trust me, the odd that you'll be expecting from the corner Asia over for probably since for example, when after the last goal scored by the away team in this particular situation, we can see that they were in 8, they played 8 corner then. Now let's assume that you want to predict your Asia over. What you just need to do is to predict it as Asia over 10 corner. Asia over 10 corner. If the match eventually ended up in total number of 10 corner, they will refund your money to you, and surely the odd that you'll be getting from that alone will be around something like 1.8 odd to 2 odd. And if the game ended up exactly as 10 corner, they are going to refund the money, and if the match ended up at over 10 corner, then you are winning your game. Now I'm going to look into other match that is from the La Liga aspect. Alright, so if we are to look into a particular match that Barcelona lost against Las Palmas, many people were not even expecting this particular result from this particular game, but I'm also going to apply this particular method on this particular match, and we need to conclude on it, and you also need to do your own back testing to confirm this particular process. Now if you look at this particular game very well, at around probably before 80 minutes, the home team is currently losing by 1 goal difference, and this particular period there will be a lot of more tension from on the home team, at least to end the game in draw or win back. But let us look at the timeline from the commentary and conclude on the total numbers of corner that they play from the 80 minutes. Now if you look at it from the 80 minutes, okay, so from here they had a corner here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you notice very well, most of these corners were taken by Barcelona, that is the team that were expected to win the game. And during this particular period, including the extra time, because if you look at it very well, within the this particular extra time that were given to them, they played 2 more corners, as we guys can see from here. So that is the influence and the purpose that can aid your over predictions in corner with extra time. So these particular factors are factors that you need to consider very well, as it is converting with just one game. You can, as a sports traders and not as a gambler, you can actually utilize this particular method of in-game played over corner betting strategy. In case you have any question regarding to this particular betting strategy, considering the behavioral factors of sport games, you can drop it in the comment section. And also, if you are just joining us, make sure that you subscribe to this particular channel, so that whenever I'm dropping the next tips, so that you won't miss it. Drop your comments, like our video. See you guys in the next video. Bye.